Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to show you how to set up this Mr. Coffee Cafe Barista for the first time. So you've just unboxed it. You do have to prime the pumps, and I'm going to show you how to do it. It's very simple. This is model number BVMC-ECMP1000. So the first thing is the water tank. So on the bottom of the water tank there was or could be a red plug. You're going to want to remove that red plug. It could be inside the tank, on the bottom, or even down here. So make sure there's no red plug. Then you're going to fill this water tank up to the max line. Next, we're going to take the milk container. Now we're going to make sure you've got it put together correctly. So make sure you've got the tube right there where it goes. And then this is the metal piece. There's a notch right there, and it slides on that track, so make sure it's all the way up. That's all the assembly there is. Then we're going to fill this up. We're going to fill it up with water first. After we're done, then we're going to fill it up with milk. But we're going to fill it up to the max line with water. Okay, I've got filled up with water. Then you're just going to put this in there. Now you always want to make sure that you seat this. Slide it in the track. Make sure it should kind of pop back in and all the way. So now let's talk about, this is called the Portafilter. And these are your filters. This is the 2-shot and single shot. Go ahead and put the double shot in, and it should come assembled all together. And you'll see that there's a notch there and a notch there, and that's what those notches. It makes it easier to go in and out. So if you kind of line those up, and there's kind of a groove right there, so just line that up and it pops in. It will turn in there, and that's okay. So we're going to leave that empty, and we're going to install this. So we're going to leave that empty, and then we're going to install it in the machine. So that's where the hot water is going to come out. So first you have to start off, there's an unlock and a lock. So you got to start off at kind of like a 45-degree angle, and then it'll just pop in there. See, when you get those grooves lined up, it just pops right in. And then you're going to turn it to the lock position, to where it's coming out at like a 90-degree angle. That's installed correctly. Okay, you're going to plug the unit in. It's got a 2-prong plug, but it also has a switch. So the switch is not lit, so that's in off, that's on. So you need to turn the switch on. Then these lights are going to start blinking. So with those lights blinking, that's telling us the internal heating elements are heating up. And you may have heard a little pump run or something, but we need to wait till all 3 of those lights stop flashing. So you're going to need a container to put under here, and you're going to make sure this spout is pointed into the container and the portafilter. You can use a mug. Now this button here can be on the latte or cappuccino, or it can be all the way down to clean. We're going to go ahead and put it right in the middle for this procedure. So while it's warming up, I'll explain these buttons. When we press, this is the espresso. It means water. It's only going to come out the espresso portafilter. The cappuccino, it's going to do the milk. It's going to froth some milk and then do some espresso. The latte, it's going to froth a lot of milk, and then it's going to come out the espresso. So we got to prime 2 different sides of the machine. We got to prime the espresso side and the milk side. When we press these buttons, if you just press it once, it lights up and comes over here. This is the automatic mode, but the custom mode is if you press and hold the button until the pump starts. That's what we're going to be doing. So first we'll be doing the espresso side, priming it, and then we'll be priming the milk side with just the cappuccino button. Okay, so all 3 lights are steady. Now what we're going to do is we're going to press and hold this button until we hear the pump starting. Press and hold it. Okay, now I can let go. Now, your machine may take a little bit, but you're going to let the pump run, and you may get a bunch of air and a bunch of steam until you get kind of a nice water flow out here of the portafilter. Once you get some nice water flowing, you're simply just going to come up here and press that button one time. That stops the process. Okay, now we're going to do the same side for the milk, but instead we've got water in here. You're going to press and hold this button until the pump starts. Okay. So once you may get a bunch of air coming out of here, a bunch of steam. Once you get kind of a good flow of water and steam, then you're simply going to come up here, and this may take a little bit. Then you're going to press that button one more time. That stops the pump. Now your machine is primed and ready to go. You're going to empty out this water, and now you can fill it up with milk. Be sure and check out, I'm going to do a detailed video on this. I'm going to show you how to make espresso. I'm going to show you how to make a cappuccino and a latte with this machine. I also have a detailed video on how to clean it. So every once in a while you do have to descale this, and cleaning the portafilter can be kind of a tricky job, but I show you how to take the portafilter apart. It really does need to be cleaned. Check out that video. Thanks everybody for watching. If you could, please like and subscribe.